So can I tell you?
Wow.
This is a huge cup, and I'm starting to do a Carlos. Guess what's in here?
Coffee?
Yes. It's huge.
That's ridiculous.
I think it's Amazon special. So.
Oh, now how full is that?
Green.
Dude.
I have. So now I have to be very careful, like picking it up, and because then I'll be like, like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll just hold.
Be careful.
I'll just hold it. Hey everybody, this is Carlos and Sandy Lee. This is season 2 of Off Your Flosser podcast.
Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, be a friend, listen to OYF. Thank you so much, and go floss yourselves.
Floss yourselves. What's up now, bro? So this is what happened. I'll tell you my big coffee story. I've been using that coconut caramel crunch, Kawaii or whatever coffee, you know?
Right.
And I feel like I like it a little bit sweeter. What happened was I put too much, and I was like, ooh, I can't even drink this. So I made another round, and now it's this much coffee.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to be awake for 4 days.
I have a cup that size, and that's for... I'm going to be at the pool for the next 6 hours. Let me bring some water and ice.
Yes.
Not for
this is.
83 ounces of coffee.
84, but yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, or for whatever you want to do with it, dude. So live your life.
Gonna be awake.
Live your life. You got a lot of stuff to do today, evidently.
I do. I'm so busy. Can I extend this story just for a minute, and then we can intro? So yesterday, I had I don't know how to say this. So I saw a guy, and he was from Iraq. And he was telling me about his life and that sort of thing. He had a lot of staining on his teeth. And I said, oh, do you smoke? Do you drink coffee? He goes, well, I smoke when I drink coffee. And I was like, oh, okay. So in the morning? He goes, no, all day long. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, okay. And then he goes, and it's strong coffee. And I go, oh, okay. He goes, it's Arabic coffee. And I was like, I've heard of like Arabica beans or whatever, so I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. So this is the funny part. So he goes, it's like if you're having a day like this and you drink the coffee, you go like this. Because he didn't speak like perfect English. Like he had a very heavy accent. So it was kind of like, I wouldn't say talking to Borat, but, you know, it was kind of like that. But it was funny because he, like, acted it out. But he said he's going to bring me some coffee.
It's
so
sign
what I'm
language.
thinking... Yeah, so if he brings me some of this Arabic coffee that makes you do this, then I'm thinking I'll have that when we record for the very first time. So you'll see it as it... unveils.
Starts kicking in.
What do you think?
I think that sounds like and no offense, it kind of sounds like a recipe for disaster. Do you think you need to be more pepped up? A couple episodes ago, I was like, you said something. I go, dude, you got to relax. I can't remember what it was that you were going off about, but I don't know if you need any more stimulants in your life, bro. I really don't. But then again, hey, do what you got to do.
Coffee's a stimulant?
Dude, why don't you just do a couple shots of espresso and just get it over with?
Oh. Well, I like drinking it.
Okay.
And I am drinking it through a straw.
Okay. All right.
With my pinky up.
I made my wife get up early, and I go, listen, my eyes just popped up an hour before I set my alarm. I go, hey, let's go get a coffee. Come with me. She's like, no, you go get your coffee and whatever. I go, well, come on, because Snickers likes to go for car rides. She goes, oh, okay. And then now she wants to go just so we can take. So we got her. We got 3 dogs, and she's the smallest one. But we buy those egg and cheese little tortilla, quesadilla looking type of things. You know.
Yeah.
It's got like some egg white and a little bit of cheese, and they heat it up.
Are you talking about Starbucks?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, okay.
They call them wake up wraps.
Oh, okay.
You get like 2 for $2 or something like that. Anyway, we chop them up, and the dogs just they go bananas. They see the little white bag and they go crazy. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're not spoiled at all. Just for the record.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
But when we get to the thing, all the smells of the coffee and them toasting things and the bacon. And Snickers was going bananas. She was just like,
oh, I'm sure.
She's leaning over, trying to get on my lap to look out the window. I mean, it's cute. So anyway, I've never fed her coffee, but I think she would probably drink some.
I think mine would too. They don't need it.
She don't need it. No one needs that. No.
When I come home, they go ballistic. But so we should probably intro. It's episode 97.
97.
And I've got one of these fun facts from the year 1997.
Okay. Do you want to hit us with it?
I graduated high school.
On this day?
No, in 1997.
High school?
Mm-hmm. Why is that so hard to believe, Carlos?
I don't know, dude.
What year did you graduate?
Well, 87. Now that I think about it, it's not that bad.
What? Well, bad?
Well, I thought you were going to hit me with something crazy that happened on August 22nd, you know?
Oh, it is August 22nd. No, I was just talking about the episode being 97. I messed it up.
No worries.
This coffee ain't doing crap for me. But it tastes good.
It's got you up, but it's not getting you any more accurate, you know?
I've been up since 6, so 2 hours ago.
Okay. All right.
I don't know why.
Is there anything good that happened on August 22nd?
Well, tomorrow, August 23rd, something amazing happened.
What's up?
2 of my besties were born. Different years. But
the day.
If we skipped August 23rd in history, I wouldn't have my 2 besties. Jess. Hi, Jess. And then Patty. I was trying to make sure I had that right. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they share the same birthday. And then my nephew, Dylan, he's turning 21. Oh my gosh. On the 25th. So lots of birthdays right now. And then me, I'm coming up September 6th, day before Labor Day.
Coming in hot.
I'll be 41. Literally 41.
John made
Sorry,
tacos.
I ate gluten. Gluten. Anyway. So what's up with you?
Well, I'm working this weekend at the Punchline.
Yes. So they're open.
Yeah.
Wearing masks or.
Yeah, there's 3 of us on stage, well, not at the same time, and so
that would be weird.
They have 3 mics.
Yeah.
And they have these little cover things that go with the mic.
Ah.
Okay. And so the first one's set up, and then when I'm done, I move it to the left. And then the next, it's a lady. She comes up, she grabs the second one, pulls it up front. When she's done, she pushes it to the left. And then the headliner,
nice. Okay.
John Heffron, gets the last one. And it was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird because they're legally limited to 60 people.
Oh, so it's a small crowd then. What is it normally?
200?
Oh, okay. Wow. Jeez. Okay.
So it doesn't matter how big the place is. You can only have 60 people indoors. You know what I mean? Like anywhere, crowd. A movie theater, whatever, and the movie theater near me opened up. So I might go catch something next week. Not COVID.
I don't know if mine are. Yeah.
And it says on the website, masks must be worn before, during, and after the show, unless you're enjoying a delicious treat.
Ooh, I'll enjoy a delicious treat.
Settle down, AMC. Settle down. So I gotta go because I haven't seen. I don't care what I see. I think they're showing Inception, like old movies. It's like the 10th anniversary of Inception.
Oh yeah,
with DiCaprio.
Yeah,
and I might go see that again on the big screen because that was an awesome movie.
Yeah. There's a theater. There's a theater close to us, and they're playing like Back to the Future, Goonies, Breakfast at Tiffany's, Breakfast Club, or something like that. So they're just doing all these oldies, and I'm like, I thought John would enjoy going to the big screen to see some of his favorites. Back to the Future, Goonies, he loves those.
Surround sound, giant screen, you know.
I mentioned it to him, and he was like, "Nah." Huh. Fancy pants.
You know. It's sort of one of those things where if you're not a huge movie fan before, you really don't care. You know what I mean? It's almost like with sports. Like I don't watch any sports anymore.
I never really did.
You know, like I can't tell you the last time I sat down through a whole game of baseball. Maybe 20 years, maybe. And I didn't watch
playoffs.
I think I saw one football game last year.
Yeah, Super Bowl. That's about all I watch.
I think I saw one before the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl, but that's it.
Yeah.
And I normally watch every weekend, one or two games, and I just can't keep up with it, and you know everything's just political. I just want to see people throw and catch a ball and run and hit each other. I don't care about your political beliefs or soccer's doing it now, dude. Just run around, put your 18 miles in,
play,
and just run. And I'm not saying you're not entitled to your political beliefs, whatever you want to do. I just don't have the energy, dude. I'm just old.
Last episode. Oh, I was gonna say last episode. You said you were gonna video the wrong way to sit in a chair, and I didn't see that.
No, you didn't. I had the best of intentions.
I think you owe us a video.
I thought about it for a minute.
And then
I just forgot, and then I couldn't find anybody to record me, and so I was like, you know what, the hell with it, man. So I'll just throw a picture of some random chick that I found on the internet.
I do think if you and I lived close together, I feel like people would be in big trouble because we would videotape so much stupidity just for laughs, and it would just. I think it would be hilarious 24/7 or close 23/6 maybe.
It would. But the show was weird last night, dude. Because
yeah, tell me.
All right, so here's the formula for a good comedy show. One,
okay, hold on, let me grab pen and paper.
It's not that scientific, right?
Oh, okay.
Well, you got to have somebody who's funny. One, that's probably the key ingredient. Okay.
Yeah.
People that are interested and engaged, right? Mm-hmm. They're there to watch stand up. It's not like it's a bowling alley. Hey, we're doing a comedy night tonight. You're like, dude, I just want to bowl, right? So they got to they got to come there for a reason. You want to get them close together and dim the lights because that laughter is contagious. It spreads like, no pun intended, like a virus, right? You can't do that now because you got to have social distancing. So groups, if you came in with a group of 8, you guys can sit together because you guys rode in the same van or whatever.
Right.
If there were people there on dates and they're sitting at one table and then there's another table over there, and it was just everybody was spread out 180 degrees. Yeah. So you're going left to right, and it was like I don't want to say a workout, but it wasn't ideal. You know what I mean? And so it was a little weird. It was a little weird again, but that's what it is. And I'd rather do that than not go at all. So it was just fun to be back, man. In the first set, I was like a little nervous. I was like, yo, am I gonna remember what to say? And I tried some new stuff, which is risky. Because but I try it at work all the time. Right. You know what I mean? I practice on my patients. So I felt like I was okay with this material. and this is my opening line, right?
Okay.
I go, hey, how's everybody doing? Going, man, it feels good to be here. It's a little weird though. Hi, how you doing? And like I wave at people like I know them, and then I go, well, let's get to it. I go, some of you guys, you probably can't even tell by looking at me, and most of you don't know me, but I used to be fat, and and I go,
why is it
I
so
know
funny?
I don't know, because it's sort of like you're saying it yourself, you know what I mean? Like I used to be fat, and they're like, well, I go, I know what I look like. Relax. I go, I was bigger, and then they start laughing because they know that you're, and I just
right,
go off
yeah.
on a thing, and so it just felt good to just talk shit again, and
that's funny,
and just be
Carlos.
silly on
That
stage.
line. Oh my gosh.
So that way they know off the top that you don't take anything too serious.
Right.
Yes. Let's relax.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah. I'm out of coffee.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
All right. Let's go back on track.
All right.
So.
Look who came to visit.
Oh, who is it? Let me
Who is
see.
it? Come here, Mama.
Little Snickies.
Yep.
Little Snickies.
Check it.
Oh, hi, baby.
Look, who's that?
Hi, baby. Hi,
She's got a
baby.
little collar with little diamonds on it.
Oh, ha.
Hey. Okay.
How did she afford that?
Well, she's got a rich mom. No. No, she's definitely spoiled, but
Yeah, that's good though. That's what dogs are for, to spoil.
That's
So
that's
what
our
I've
baby.
been Yeah. You know what I've been dealing with for the last almost a week now?
What's that?
I'll give you 3 guesses. And I haven't talked about it online, so you might not know.
Things that you've been dealing with.
3, yes. You get 3 guesses.
Car's not running well.
No. That's 1.
Do you have a basement?
I do. I'm in it.
Okay, that's right. That's a stupid question.
Yes.
All right, never mind. I was going to ask if there's a leak in the basement, but then you're already in it. So, save me a trip there. The potatoes and all that stuff in the garden, something's happened and not growing right.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about.
And
Third guess.
I don't know. John's not clipping his toenails or something. I don't know.
Yes. No.
How'd you know? No. All right.
Excuse me. Poison ivy. Poison freaking
dude.
ivy. Do you get it?
I've gotten it, and it's horrible. Poison ivy's no joke, son.
It is not.
How'd you get it? Well, I mean, we know how you got it, but what were you doing?
I rubbed up against leaves of poison ivy. Yeah. No, John and I went on a 4-wheeler ride last week on his parents' property. And, we hoped to build on that property. So we were looking at house sites. So he drove me on the 4-wheeler, rode me. No, that didn't. So he took me to one spot, and he was like, I think this is a good place for a house. So I'm, looking around, and I'm like, oh, rolling hills. It's beautiful. Very, open pasture type land. And then he took me to another place, and he was like, here's another spot. But every place had kind of pros and cons. And then he goes, well, when I was younger, I thought maybe I'd build here. And he took me down to where his hunting blind is. But we're off the 4-wheeler. We're looking around. And then I look down, and I just probably a month and a half ago learned what poison ivy looks like at 40. Yeah. So I'm looking
Better
around,
late than
and
never.
I'm like, oh my gosh, poison ivy. I get it kind of bad. So dummy me, I didn't really know we were going into the woods, so I was wearing shorts, and I was wearing the Tom's shoes, without socks or anything. Well, now I have poison ivy down my whole left leg, inside and out, behind. I'm telling people, I'm not scratching my butt, I promise. And then it's all over my left foot, ankle, inside and outside of my foot, the top of my foot, and on my toes. So,
dude, you need to be on prednisone.
So I bought some things. Like I went to Walgreens and I was like, give me all the poison ivy things. Monday night was when like it started popping up and itching and stuff.
Oh my God, dude.
I didn't sleep well Monday night. So Tuesday after work, I went and got some creams. I got some Benadryl.
You're
I
making
got
me
some
itch just
spray.
thinking about it.
You got it now.
I know, right? You know
Right
what that reminds me of?
What's that?
I don't know. Do you remember last summer when they had me on that one medication? I broke out in hives.
Oh yeah.
It was like that. It was like, but this was like
and
all
you're
over.
itchy.
Like you're inside your shirt and just everything was. But poison ivy is the worst though, man.
Right. Yeah.
So when was this? Was this last week?
Yeah, it was Sunday. Monday's when it started popping up. Monday night, didn't sleep.
You got at least another week, son.
I know. I looked it up and I was like, how long does this crap last? And it said 5 to 12 days. So but it has gotten better. So I got this stuff called Ivy Dry, I think. And so what I do, this is a horrible technique, so don't do this at home. I scratch the heck out of it until it like opens it up into like a sore, and then I spray that stuff in there. Ho, 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 it burns, but it makes it stop itching. And now I'll probably get like impetigo or something, but at least it's not itching.
Oh my God, dude. I got it on my arm. Like we cleaned up some like a little weedy area, and we all had gloves on.
Yeah.
So we're trying to pull it off and stick it in the garbage bag, right? And of course, it just licks. And I came in and washed it off with cold water and soap. Still got it. And next thing you know, you're scratching, and it's just an intense. If you've never had it, I can't even describe.
Scratch the hell out of it, and then spray that stuff.
But it feels good though, right?
Ugh.
To scratch it.
So it's almost like I don't know. It's like. I don't know. It's like the spot on a dog that where you itch and they're like, yeah. That's what it feels like, people.
You scratch till you bleed. I mean, it's
I
that
absolutely
intense.
did.
It's
I had to
horrible.
put napkins on my foot because it was just bleeding. Oh, and so
oh my God,
Tuesday morning after not sleeping, Monday night, I got out of the shower. The shower is the worst. Like, well, it's probably because I don't take. And this might be weird, but I don't take hot showers. I do not like my skin burning at all, so I take like lukewarm showers. I always have. I don't like hot baths. I don't like, baths are, they're okay, but showers, no. John's like, why is it so cold? And I'm like, it's not cold, it's warm, but it's not hot. Anyway, so I'll get in there and I'll wash up and stuff, and then it just starts itching and itching. So what I did is I scratched the hell out of it, and then I just poured rubbing alcohol down my leg, and I was like, I was like that for a few minutes after, but it stopped the itch.
For how long?
Oh, a little while. Luckily, during the day at work, it's not so bad. It's only when my mind is not on it, it doesn't itch. Which is weird, but I don't know. So what I think also, because it got inside my shoe somehow on my foot. So I think what happened was I probably had it all over my shorts and all over my shoes. So when I was taking my clothes off, I probably just rubbed it all over myself. So note to self, I'm not wearing shorts in the woods anymore.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem like a wise choice.
I didn't know we were going into the woods, though. In my
jeans
defense.
And those rubber boots that go up to your knees, bro.
Waders, yeah.
Yeah.
Next time, I'll be smarter.
Okay, well, I think you're gonna live. It might be uncomfortable, but
it's gotten a lot better over the last couple days. I think like the rash is still there. Like I have, but it's the itchiness has slowly gotten better each day.
I'm super allergic to it, dude. So if I get it, I might last a day or two.
Get it.
That's insane. I hate people.
I hate you, John. No, just kidding. I'm
so
just kidding.
He doesn't get it at all.
He said he might have had it once or twice in his life, but he's in the woods all the time. Like he goes hunting and all that stuff. He's lucky.
Yeah.
But me,
interesting.
I remember when I was a kid, I had it, and I did the same thing. I would open it up and pour rubbing alcohol on it. Like I was 14 or 15 and had it real bad on my legs. Like it left scars. And then I got impetigo from scratching it. I guess probably with like dirty nails or something like that. Because, kids, they don't wash their hands all the time. And then I had to put like a cream and all this stuff on it. But, I had, was it poison oak or poison sumac on my face? Ugh. I looked like my face was just swollen and my eyes were like it looked like a rash, like a reddish rash all
that's
on
what
my
I looked
face.
like last summer.
It was so bad.
I never had hives before, and
yeah.
But I mean, it was. I woke up and I was just like, oh my god, what's going on? It felt like I had ants crawling all over me everywhere, all day long. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. But All right. So it sounds like your immune system's kicking in, and you're gonna be fine. Yeah.
I guess.
Better than getting on your face.
What was the other thing I was going to talk about?
I don't know.
I mean, I can update on my home improvement stuff. If anybody cares.
I don't think they do. No. Okay, you talked about here. Salsa, poison ivy, and the coffee. So you're making salsa now?
Salsa. Is that the salsa dance?
Sort of. But that's not the salsa you're talking about.
No.
And honestly, how hard is salsa to make?
I'm
not trying to belittle your accomplishments, but I'm just saying, hey, you're the one that says you're not fantastic in the kitchen. I'm just running with that theme.
Like, no.
Yeah, and salsa is just ingredients.
Let me explain how I cook generally. I will look up a recipe and I will see the ingredients. I think I've talked about this before. I'll look at the ingredients and go, oh, okay, I see what's in it. And then I will just wing it from then on.
That might be your problem.
Might be, yes. I don't know. I'm just really bad at following those directions in the recipe. So I did.
Is it you don't like people telling you what to do? Or do you think that you could do it better?
I have no idea. I think it's a little bit of ADHD, where I just I don't read instructions very often. Like, I put together a little bookshelf, and I will look at the pictures. Like, I'm not going to read 47 steps. No, I will look at the pictures, and if it turns out right,
will work. Most of the time.
So that's how I work. So when I do recipes, it's mostly reading things, and I'm like, yeah, probably not going to do that.
So let me just get the ingredient list and I'll just wing it.
Yes, that is me.
So you looking up the recipe for this salsa, and then what happens?
Okay, so it took tomatoes and blah, blah, blah. So it said to blend them in a blender. So I cut up my tomatoes. I cut up like half a jalapeno or something like that. Took the seeds out because, and then onions, and I didn't have real cilantro, so I used dried cilantro. And salt and pepper, and I put it in the blender and blended it. Well, then I put it in a bowl, and I was tasting it, and I was like, ooh, this is nice. And it had a zing to it, like spice, hot. Perfect for me. And then I was posting a picture in Lighthearted, and I was like, hey, I'm making salsa. I don't follow recipes. Let's see how this ends up. And somebody goes, oh, did you cook the tomatoes? And I was like, I totally forgot. So I looked back at the recipe and it said, yeah, you simmer it for 15 minutes or something. I was like, oh, because it was really pink. And I was like, this doesn't look like real salsa. So here's the thing. It says, do not skip this step. You take frying oil, which I used olive oil, and you put it in the pan and you get it hot. And then you pour in your blended stuff. Well, when I did that, it went on my face and shirt, and I'm like, no warning for that, huh? But then you bring it to a boil, and then you let it simmer for 15 minutes or so
to thicken it up some.
Yes, and then I let it sit for a while, and then I poured it in a bowl, let it sit for a little while, and then I put it in the fridge overnight. And now it's amazing. It really tastes like restaurant salsa too, because that's what I wanted.
Well, I think bringing it up to heat kind of kicked out all the oils and from the peppers and stuff. So yeah, it sounds good.
It's still got a kick to it. And it's the right color. It's red now.
Gotcha.
So that's good.
Real quick, the ghost peppers.
Yes. Are they growing?
Oh, dude. My son said he had some the other day.
Yeah.
And he goes, Carl. He calls me Carl. He goes,
Yeah.
it was the hottest thing I ever put in my mouth. I go, dude, I don't know, man. I said, did you eat the seeds? He goes, I just took a bite out of it. He goes, I didn't eat the whole thing like a grape. But he goes, I go, compared to jalapenos. He goes, jalapenos are like grapes compared to this.
I'm scared.
I know, dude. He goes, well, how much are you going to eat? I go, we're thinking maybe like a little dime-sized piece.
Maybe a pencil eraser piece now.
But he goes,
we have to do it. We advertised it.
Well, you're not going to. I go, I'm not going to eat the whole thing. He goes,
no.
He goes, it would probably be dangerous, dude.
You would probably go to the hospital.
Because it wouldn't cool off, and I'm not. I don't need another $80 million bill. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're gonna dice it up, and then let John cook with it or whatever it is. Make some chili or something. But all you need is
good.
But because that one, it's like nitroglycerin compared to black powder. You know what I mean? You need a gallon of black powder or a couple vials of it. It's that potent, and but they're growing, dude. And he the first one turned. He goes, I go, can I just pull them green? He goes, you want to let them vine ripen, and they'll get even hotter. And I go, oh my god. Do we have a food dehydrator? You want me to dry it and then send it that way, or do you want it fresh?
Well, I think for us to compare our reactions, it probably needs to be the same for both. So if you want to dehydrate yours and mine, so it's easier to ship, that's fine.
All right.
I'm kind of scared.
Me too. The what I'm thinking is he can just sort of like slice it with the cooking scissors and then just let them dehydrate like that. And I'll send you the whole thing with the seeds and everything.
Yeah, because, John will totally cook. Oh, going back to the whole recipe thing. My things that I can cook well or put together well is chili and guacamole. Because those are kind of things that you just kind of a little bit here, a little bit there. You do it to taste, that sort of thing. So those are my two fantastic, I can do those. But everything else is probably not.
Yeah, I like both those things are delicious.
So ghost pepper chili kind of sounds good. And John and I, we like stuff hot. So
this will make
maybe
it
not
hotter than you want to mess with. But
scared.
We got to do it now.
I'm a little scared too. One of the podcasts.
I'm a little scared too, but
maybe we should have talked about this. We should have talked about this first.
Do we ever talk about anything before we
Probably
spit
not.
it out to the world like idiots?
We wing it most of the time. So thanks, Carlos.
I know you got stuff to do.
I do.
Episode 97. Yeah. Let's wrap this up.
All right. So 97, the year I was a high school graduate.
That's all you need to know, folks. That's all you need to know. So, yeah, I got 3 more shows tonight. 1 tomorrow, 1 on Saturday, 1 on Monday. So,
nice.
And then on Wednesday. Busy. Yeah. So, it's going to be fun. Yeah. I'm excited. Looking forward to it.
That's awesome.
All right, man.
And people are itching to get out, too. So,
dude,
I think they're ready for laughs.
Yeah. I want to kick an idea around, but I don't want to say it on the podcast.
Okay.
So hang on after we sign off.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening, tuning in. Tell your friends. Subscribe. That makes all the difference. Just check it out on YouTube, though. Check it out on YouTube. It's funny.
It's way funnier.
And it's stupid and it's just a lot of fun.
And the last one, oh my gosh. I haven't finished it all, but I was laughing so hard. I don't know how it's like, how do people make themselves laugh so much? I don't know.
And she recorded it.
But we do. What?
Meaning you were there.
I totally forget everything that we talked about, and then I watch it like I've never seen it before. It's hilarious.
All right. So crazy. All right, man. Let's wrap it up.
Cool.
All right,
August
Sandy. I'll see you.
22nd, but this will come out the 28th.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
29th,
Friday.
who knows? Yeah.
Cool.
Friday. Just look for it.
Can't
You'll be
wait.
All right, man.
Can't wait to see what we talked about.
All right, be good.
All right.
Go floss yourselves.
Go floss yourselves.